in today's session, let us discuss about what is this DevOps. Before discussing about DevOps, we need to discuss about the software industry, like how software industry will work whenever they get any project, how they are going to work. That is nothing but software development life cycle, they used to call. Right, you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, whenever like any company will get a project, they used to follow some process, right? In if you see 20 years back, they used to follow waterfall model. So whenever they get any project, for suppose I am a business owner, I am running a mango business, I am selling mangoes offline, nothing but I used to sell mangoes outside, but now I want to shift into online. That means I want to design my application so that people can able to book mangoes online using application. So what I did, I have gone to the company, software company, I said that I want to design a website. So if you follow the old method, that is waterfall model, they used to do first, they will require whatever they got the requirement, they used to gather. So they will ask mango seller, okay, this what you want. Do you want a home page? Do you want add to cart? Do you want payment gateway? So everything they used to gather the requirement. Then after gathering the requirement, they used to analyze what we need to do. Then after analyzing, they used to design. Home page will be like this, like how same. If you see, if you like, I will compare this to the real life example as well. You don't need to worry. Then after they used to start the coding, and they used to do testing, and then after they used to deploy. Nothing but application will be ready, and people can able to use this. So this is the process they used to follow. Now let me compare the same thing to real life example. Right, just for suppose if I purchased a new land, so what I will do, I want to construct a apartment, right? Then what I will going to do, I will reach to the builder, I will say that have a land, I want to construct a building. So if the builder is a follow a waterfall model, what he will tell, okay, come back to me after 1 year, and I will like whatever requirement you needed, just give me, I will prepare your building. So in between, in that 1 year, he has some agreement, so he will not involve me in between, because as there is a contract of 1 year, after 1 year only I need to go and check that building. So for suppose after 1 year, if I go and check that building, if I doesn't like any room or whatever design he has created, if I doesn't like whatever I've invested, everything, total money will be ruined. So this is the process during 20 years back software industry used to follow. So that's the reason this waterfall model got failed. So then that's the reason after waterfall model we got another model, that is agile. So they have seen some disadvantages of waterfall model, then they have implemented this agile software development. So what is this agile? So let me compare the same thing with real life example. Here the process will be same, everything will be same, but little bit changes. So here they used to construct a first floor, and they used to call the client. So like if you see here mango seller, they used to design only home page. Then they used to call the mango seller that, see, this is your home page. If you are okay with this, we will go to some other page. Here the client interaction will be there. So if you see the real life example, here the builder will call me and he will show me this is the room, this is the bedroom, this is the hall, and this is the first floor. Is it okay for you? If you want to do some changes, just let me know, I will add that in the second floor. So that here the satisfaction of the client will be improved, so that the business will also improve for the company due to the process changes. So this is the agile. But in the olden days, they used to follow waterfall model. After seeing some disadvantages, they now came into the agile model. So they have converted the process but whatever the process they are doing, everything was manual. So then after we got a, so this is the difference between waterfall and agile. So 20 years back, what they used to do, they used to define, design, develop, and they used to take total 1 year. Okay, in the total 1 year, for designing they used to take 3 months, for development they used to take 3 months, and for testing 3 months. So during that 3 months gap, developer they used to sit and play. But coming to agile, there is totally different. There is a continuous process, right? They will first only design for the home page, then after they will develop, start coding related to home page, then after they should test whether the home page website is running or not, and they will use to deploy, nothing but they used to deploy and show to the customer. If it is okay, then they used to proceed some other process. Like that, this process will be continuously going on. So in order to follow this process, they used to follow some methodology, right? They in majority of companies, 90% of company follow a Scrum methodology. Nothing but whenever they got a requirement, right, they used to put it into one box. That box we call as a product backlog, and they used to have a meeting. So now I got a website, right? Mango website, I got it. For suppose if I have 10 pages, home page, add to cart, and many pages like that, I have 10 pages. What I will do, I will take that 10 requirement, I will put in the product backlog, and after that I will conduct a meeting with my team, with my company members. So if you see, we have got 10 requirement, next 2 weeks, so they call it as sprint. Okay, next 2 weeks, whatever we want to build, like for suppose if I decided to create a home page, so whatever requirement I want to design for home page, I will kept in this sprint backlog. So I will not keep old project, I will keep only next 2 weeks project, whatever I want to work. So every 24 hours there is to have a daily scrum meeting, nothing but in this 2 weeks, what, like before 24 hours, like in today what I am doing, yesterday what I have done. So just it's an update for the scrum master, and after finishing there is a sprint review and retrospective meeting, nothing but in this 2 weeks whatever you have done, is there any issues you have faced, or if there is any pending works or there, like for suppose they have designed, they have decided to create a home page and add to cart. Home page was completed, add to cart was pending. So what they will do, they will add that add to cart in the next 2 weeks. So like this they will go step by step, and after during sprint review and retrospective meeting, they will involve the client, and they will ask their feedback as well, and they will show whatever the developer until now. Like this they used to follow some process. Okay, now you got what is the difference between waterfall model and agile model. So they have changed the process. Now what is this DevOps? How DevOps has came into this agile? We are going to discuss this. Until now I hope you have understand what is this waterfall and what is this agile. So if
Yes,
you are,
yes.
if you are okay, then we can proceed with DevOps.
I think in waterfall model, interaction of clients is not there. I think
Yes, yes,
in agile method we have interaction of clients.
yeah. Only that one was there, but
Yes,
internally whatever they are doing, everything was manual.
yes, yes.
They didn't change the working process. So after
So,
coming DevOps, total was changed.
okay.
So, Pawan, so what is the disadvantage of agile methodology?
Sorry, disadvantages of?
Agile.
If it is disadvantages, people will not use, right? Right now, every company was using Agile.
Oh, there is no disadvantage of agile methodology.
Right now, everything was, yeah, in everything there is some disadvantages. But right now, all companies are using Agile. So what is the disadvantages is we are going to discuss now.
Okay.
The process, whatever they are doing, everything is manual. In order to automate, we have implemented DevOps.
Okay. Yeah.
Just imagine you have a 4-floor apartment. That was designed using agile process. Okay, builder was every first floor, he has called me, has shown me, and everything was designed super. My building was ready. So for that 4-floor apartment, I have kept steps. So if I kept a elevator, is it beneficial or not? If I kept a elevator, I will go to the 4th floor. I will just go inside the elevator. I will just click on 4th floor. I will go to 4th floor easily. That means I am saving my time. So you can treat this for building. For agile, DevOps is a elevator.
Okay.
So for building, if you go use steps, it will take a lot of time to go to 10th floor or 15th floor. If you use step. If you use elevator, nothing but lift in apartments. You will just go inside the lift, you will press 15. So within 2 minutes you will go to the 15th floor. Lift is comfortable or using steps is comfortable?
Yeah, people will prefer lift only.
So in the same way, for agile, DevOps is added as a lift. You can treat like that.
Okay.
So yeah, just give me a moment. Let me attach my adapter. So now let us discuss. Until now we have discussed about the software development lifecycle, right? There is a process called as waterfall and agile. So there is a disadvantages in waterfall. So like companies was right now working agile, but whatever they are doing, everything was technically it was manual. The process was changed, but still the lifestyle of working was remains same. But now after coming DevOps, what has happened? We are going to discuss that. So yeah, obviously, like for booking the ticket, which application you are going to use mostly, and for ticketing the movie ticket as well, which application you are going to use. So obviously many people will use Book My Show and Redbus. So why only the Book My Show and Redbus many people are using? Because they were released first to the market. So whoever came to the market first with a business idea, they are going to become huge success. So Book My Show is the first one who has implemented a booking a movie ticket using online. So that's the reason right now he is ruling the market. Even if they get competitor like Paytm, still he is ruling because he already occupied some customers and he has came to first to the market. So that's the reason. So if you treat this, the people responsible for delivering application quickly to the market, should they rewarded well or not? Like for suppose I am the responsible person who has helped the company to deploy the application or release the Book My Show application to the market as fast as I can. So I need to get a reward well. So if you see, the job description of DevOps engineer is to create pipeline to deliver application faster to the market. The simple job description of DevOps engineer is we need to create a pipeline in such a way so that we need to deploy the application, nothing but we need to release the application fast we can to the market. It is the basic description of DevOps engineer. In the interview, even if they ask what is DevOps engineer, you can tell that we are responsible person to release the application as fast as we can to the market so that company can able to generate a money out of that application. So this is the basic job description of DevOps engineer. Now let us discuss what is this DevOps. So hope you got it. What is DevOps? At least I'm not expecting 100%, at least 10%. Now I've told you, right, pipeline. We need to create a pipeline. So what is that pipeline we are going to discuss? So if you see this image, right, he is a developer. It doesn't matter in which programming language is working. Even it might, like, even it with Java, it might be Python, it might be Node.js. So it doesn't matter. He is a developer. He is writing a code. What he will do after writing the code, he will store that code in some location, right? So that location treat it as a version control system. So like for suppose right now I have a movie. What I will do, I will keep that movie in a Google Drive so that I can share with my friends. In the same way, in the companies also, what they will do, if there will be group of people will be there. So in order to access whole people, they used to keep in some folder. You can treat this as a version control system. Okay, whatever the code has kept, we need to convert that code into a working software. Nothing but we need to create into a package. Like for suppose if you see, if I want to install any software, VLC media player or Git, what I will do, I will download a setup file. Okay, in the same way, whenever developer keep the code, right, as a DevOps engineer, we need to take that code, we need to convert into a package format. That is called as build and package. After generating the package, what we need to do, we need to deploy it into it and we need to copy into different servers. So this is the basic thing we are going to do, right? And just treat this as a train. Okay, in the train we will be having different boxes. Just a moment. Yeah, hi Rakesh.
Hi. Sorry, I forgot the timing. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So the most popular thing was in DevOps, they will definitely ask what is this continuous integration, continuous deployment and continuous delivery. Right, just treat this as a pipeline. Like if you see, there is a train, right? For train there is a engine, so there will be different boxes. So treat this as a train and we have different boxes. If you automate every box, nothing but whenever developer added the changes, it should continuously start. Nothing but it should continuously do their own work. You have set up the pipeline. Okay, whenever developer add any movie, for suppose, that movie should be copied to different folders. So for that you will be using some tool to do this automation. You don't need to worry like how this was automation was done, how it is possible. That part will be technical part we are going to discuss. Right now just it's a theoretical part. Just imagine every box was automated. Then it is called as continuous deployment. And for suppose every box was automated but it was not released to the market, nothing but it was only within the company after some manual approvals, nothing but you cannot directly release the version. Like for suppose if you see, there is a WhatsApp, if you send any message you can send a reaction, but before that the reaction feature is not available. So just imagine that reaction feature is not available. They want to release that reaction feature to the market. So with approval only they will release. Like first they will test internally within the company, then only after some manual approvals from the managers and all, they will going to release that into the market. So that means only until here it was automated. So that is called it as a continuous delivery. It is not released to the market, it is not available in the Play Store. It was just within the company. Only employees can able to see that feature. After taking permissions of managers and CEOs, then what they will do, they will manually deploy it into the market. That's the reason until here if you automate the boxes, it is called as continuous delivery. Now you got a difference. Continuous deployment is nothing but everything is automated. There is no in between, there is no approvals, no involvement. Everything was automated. Whenever developer commits the change, it is automatically changes into the setup format, and that setup will be copied into different servers. But here continuous delivery is nothing but automated, but it is not released to the market. It is ready to release. In between there is some manual approvals, then after it will be released to the market. And now we need to discuss about this continuous integration. What is this continuous integration? So within these two boxes it is called as continuous integration. Right, developer commits the changes to the source code repository. As a DevOps engineer, what we will do, we will just check that code is correct or not. If the code is not correct, we need to send the feedback to the developer. So developer will check that code and he will work on it, and he will again change it. Again he will send that code to the source code repository. Nothing but, just imagine this is a Google Drive, right? I am keeping the movie. What people, my friends, will go and check that movie, and they will said the movie was not copied successfully, it is stuck in between, please re-upload that movie. I will tell to my friend, he will again check that file, and I will again edit that movie in such a way, and I will upload that. So in the same way this process will go on continuously. Okay, developer will add that code, and we are going to check that code. If there is any issues in the code, we used to send a feedback to the developer. So this process will be go on continuously. That's the reason it is called as continuous integration.
How do we know if code is not working properly?
So for that purpose we are going to use some tools.
Okay. And as a developer, who are you mentioning here? Like, it's the actual developer who will write the code, and who develops this version control system and build packages? Is it us as a DevOps engineer, or the developer they do this?
Developer will write the code, developer will push the code. After getting the code, our work will going to start.
So in this diagram, where is our role? Like, where do we start?
As I said, right, whenever developer commits the code, from there our job going to start.
Okay.
Pawan, can you please repeat once again the topic, continuous integration?
Yeah, I will provide the recording, you can see that. Okay, so if you see here version control system is nothing but, here companies will going to use Git. So Git is a software which will act as a version control system. So whenever developer write the code, where he will store that code in Git. So as I said, we will take that code and we will generate a package. Okay, how we are going to generate a package? For suppose if the developer has written the code, we need to take that code. For suppose he has written the code in Java language, we will be having a tool called as Maven. Using that Maven, we are going to convert the code into a setup file, nothing but a package. So if it is .NET, we are going to use a MS build.
It is Python like this.
For Python, you don't need to build anything. You can directly run the application.
Okay.
Right? After generating the package, what we need to copy to different servers, right? For suppose if the servers was present, right? Do you already have servers where I can deploy application? Nothing but I want to copy that setup file into different servers. If the server is not present, what we are going to use? We are going to use Terraform to create that servers. If the server was already present, there is no use of Terraform, because server was already present. Using Ansible, we are going to copy that package into different servers, right? Where the code will be stored inside the Git. So if it is developed in Maven, Java, we are going to use Maven, and we use it to create a package. If the server is not present, using Terraform, we are going to create that servers. If the servers are already present, using configuration management tool called as Ansible, we use it to copy that into different servers. And Ansible and Chef both are same, but the working process will be different. and we are going to discuss these things. You don't need to worry, we are just discussing about the pipeline. Right, nowadays Docker and Kubernetes become a huge success, and many people are implementing this Docker and Kubernetes. Right, what is Docker and Kubernetes also we are going to discuss, but right now I will just tell you the basic thing. So as I said, right, we are going to create a package. Okay, after creating the package, what if the project is implemented in Docker, what we used to do, that package will be converted into a Docker image. So again, as I said, I will compare everything with real life example. So if you see, if you go 20 years back, we used to watch movies in DVD players, if you remember. First, what we used to do, we used to take a movie, we used to burn inside a CD. Am I right or not? So we used to take that CD, we used to insert that into a DVD player so that we can able to watch a movie. So for that, just imagine Docker is a CD, Kubernetes is a DVD player. So whatever the code we have written, we are converted into a Docker image, nothing but Docker CD. We will be using that CD to play that application inside this Kubernetes cluster. What is this Docker, what is this Kubernetes, we are going to deep dive during the Docker sessions, but today I am just showing the basic how the pipeline was designed. Just imagine Docker is a CD and Kubernetes is a DVD player, just if you compare with real life. So as a DevOps engineer, you need to know Git, Docker, Terraform, Kubernetes, Ansible. Right now, this is the basic pipeline. Using these different tools, we are going to implement this pipeline. So if you ask me what is this continuous integration, so developer will commit the code to the version control system, and we are going to check that code. If there is any errors, automatically the feedback will go to developer. Developer will edit that and he will modify the changes, and he will again re-upload that to version control system. So this process will go on. That is called as continuous integration. Developer will commit the code, we are going to check that code. If there is any issues, automatically feedback will go on to developer and he will change that code. So that is the CI/CD pipeline. Now before continuing, let me go to naukri.com. Right, I have shown you these are the tools you need to learn, but I need to show you the proof as well, what are the market is expecting. Depending upon that, you need to prepare.
Hello.
Yeah, can you able to see my screen, right?
Your screen was your screen struck.
Now is it still the same? Hello. Yeah, can you able to see my screen?
Your screen got stuck.
Let me reshare again. So yeah, now let me try to search DevOps engineer, and let me keep 5 years. Location doesn't matter for me. Let me search. I will just open top 5. Right, Tata Motors Finance, create portal, spare systems. So HCL, Broadridge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you see, this is the job description. So if you see, Docker and Kubernetes. So strong understanding of containerization and orchestration technologies such as Docker and Kubernetes, and they are expecting AWS. We are anyway going to, whatever we are doing right, we are going to do it in AWS itself. So remaining part they will keep, but majority focus will be Docker and Kubernetes. If you are strong in that, they will definitely ask some questions in Docker and Kubernetes, and they will definitely going to hire. Even if you get a call from HR, first one she will ask Docker and Kubernetes. They will mention many things in the job description. Okay, you should not worry about it. The major focus will be, you need to see Docker and Kubernetes and AWS. Now let me go here. Let me see this. So if you see CI/CD pipeline, so CI/CD infrastructure and tools. So Jenkins, Git, Docker, Kubernetes. So Git Jenkins, any cloud, it might be AWS or Azure. So if you see Jenkins, so they will mention Bitbucket pipeline and all. If you know Jenkins, that is more than enough. They will mention, it's an added advantage. And AWS services, they are expecting this AWS services. Now coming to HCL, they kept DevOps, AWS, shell scripting, Docker and Kubernetes. Right? If you can able to perform well in the interview, at least if you can able to answer the questions related to Docker and Kubernetes and AWS, they are ready to hire you. Major focus will be Docker and Kubernetes every interview. If you are perfect in this, no one will stop you.
What about programming? They are mentioning, I think.
Yeah, they will expect basic scripting, and it's not a mandatory. You need to manage, that's it. As I said, if you can able to answer whatever they have asked in Docker and Kubernetes, even if you know the basic knowledge in shell scripting, they will definitely going to hire you. They know, like, every people is not perfect. So if you are full strong in DevOps, if you don't know the shell scripting, they will treat that, okay, if I get given an opportunity, definitely you will going to manage, because you are already strong in Docker and Kubernetes. Learning scripting is a cakewalk for you.
We have calls for 2.5 to 3 experience.
You will not have any calls less than 3 years.
Less than 3 years.
Yes. And you need to keep at least 3 plus. So if you see, just you don't need to ask me, you can just observe here. 4 to 6, 4 to 9. Market is expecting that 5 to 10, right? 3 to 7. So if you kept 2, market is not showing for 2, how you will get a call, how you will get an opportunity? You need to see the market. Depending upon that, you need to keep the experience. So minimum 4. If you see, majority of market 4. If you have 5 plus, super, you will get continuous calls. but minimum 3, max 5. So you will tell if I kept 3, 4 or 5, they will interview will be very tough, right? You can ask me. The topics will be changed. Whatever the topics will be present in Docker and Kubernetes, they will going to ask the same questions even for 3 years experience, even for the 5 years experience, right? The topics will not going to change, questions will not going to change. Why you need to fear? And they, if you have 4 years experience, if you have 5 years experience, they will the interview will be tough. No, the interview will be same as if you attend as 3 years experience, even if you attend as 5 years. If you see 4 to 6 years experience, 4 to 9 years experience, the interview will be same. Whatever they have mentioned, they are going to ask the questions in that itself. If you can able to answer that, you are going to enter the company. So that doesn't care if you have 8 years experience, if you have 7 years experience, they will just check do you have a skill or not. So you no need to fear, you need to learn, that's it. You need to learn perfectly, and you are ready. Even if they ask any questions, I am ready to answer. You need to prepare in that way. And yeah, coming to packages, you no need to ask me. Here itself you can see how much package you want. You can choose here. So like for suppose if I keep 15 to 25 lakhs, let me just apply. If you want 15 to 25 lakhs, these are the companies are providing. So Genpact, they are expecting 4 to 8 years experience, right? Let me open this. So depending upon your package, you need to prepare in that way. So Genpact, if you see Kubernetes, EKS, Docker, Jenkins, Git, build tools, Ant, Gradle, CI/CD pipelines, right? CI/CD pipeline. You need to prepare, and you need to be strong in that. If you know what is this Jenkins, what is Docker, what is Kubernetes, if you can able to practice a project on this, including Jenkins, Docker and Kubernetes, and if you can able to explain that in the interview, and they are going to ask what is the project, what is your roles and responsibilities, that part will be I will be providing. If they ask what is the roles and responsibilities, what is the day-to-day activities, that part we are going to cover. Yeah, that's it for today. If you have any doubts, now you can ask me. Yeah, is anyone have any doubts?
From tomorrow onwards, we will have hands-on sessions for this one, right? We can practice also at home.
Yes, everything will be hands-on.
Okay.